Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, like always, I would like to say call halayim like Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakal Kwadash. I would like to give double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, the men that I learned the truth from. And I would like to say shalom, Wabarakim, Labakalim, Shah, Yashala, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, sincerely waiting and enduring until the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. I want to touch on this presidential alert test system that's supposed to happen today. Basically, for the first time in history, the president is going to send an alert text out to everybody in America. And it's supposed to be like a test. You know how like you get an alert test on your TV or on the radio? Well, it's going to happen today on your phone. And with that happening, we know that this is a major sign that something big is going to happen soon. And when I say something big, I mean a false flag. Okay? And why do I say that? Well, when you're watching like the scriptures say to watch, you know that we're in the times of the last days. There's a lot of prophecies that are it's like a cloud lingering over your head. These prophecies are here and they're lingering over your head. Okay? You have the proxy war going on with Iran and America right now. You still have all that turmoil in Syria. You still have the other nations, Russia and North Korea, mad at America. You know, you have these other nations leaving the U.S. dollar, being that America is over trillions of dollars in debt. Okay? You have the RFID chip, which we know is going to be used as the new currency. Because what you got to understand is, and they've been showing the RFID chip a lot. They've been showing people get the RFID chip. You know what I'm saying? Use the RFID chip to make purchases and to open their house door and unlock their car, all type of irrelevant bullshit. But Job 9:24 tells us that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And the wicked are the central banking families, okay? That's just what it is. They rule the world. They control the economic system. They finance all the wars. They control the food you eat, the music you hear, what you see on TV. They control it all, okay? And what they want to come is what they call the New World Order. Being that, they have to bring down this economy. They have to take away this old way of living because it's not working anymore. Everybody's in debt, and the bubble that America is in is gonna pop. You know, and not only that, they want control over the world. You know, total control. Meaning they want to put people in concentration camps. They want people in their city sectioned off, you know, by the police and by the FEMA and the National Guard. They want people separated in these FEMA regions. They want you to. That's why they have these toll systems set up all over America, and even all over the world. Those toll systems are basically going to become checkpoints. You know. Moving in from city to city. You know, they want to bring this economy down, and seeing that they want the New World Order to come, because when you look at their movies and TV they put in magazines, we're in that time frame where they want it to come now. Now, whether the Lord allows them to do it now, it's all in his hands, because just because they want something to come doesn't mean it's going to happen, and doesn't mean it's going to happen the time they want it to happen. You know, this is the Lord's show. This is the Lord's movie. He's the director. But we know by watching and by prophecy, the prophecies we see that are unfolding, we know the Lord is going to allow them to do something very soon. Because if you have Iran and America beefing, the scriptures tell us that Iran is going to be the leader of kicking off World War III by bringing America and Israel out to play big ball, you know, and which is going to bring these other countries that hate America in, you know, to fight in World War III. And we know that Jacob's trouble and the RFID chip has to come before the nuclear holocaust that's going to happen during World War III. So that just shows us how soon we are to the martial law and the economic collapse and this false flag that's going to happen if Iran and America are already beefing so heavily. Okay? Now I want to get a scripture because the scriptures tell us that this so-called white man, being his biblical nationality being Esau, he comes from the nation of Edom, he's an Edomite, okay, tells us that he's going to come down with great wrath. Okay? This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Yes, Esau realized, the so-called white man realizes that all this bloodshed and pain and anguish he has caused the 12 tribes of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Colombians, Dominicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, all of you, you know, the list goes on. He knows that this pain and travail that he has caused us for hundreds of years, thousands of years actually, going back to the Greeks, his Hellenistic reign as the Greeks, then to the Romans, and even now America under the EU and NATO, he knows that he has to pay for this shit, man. Anybody with any common sense in their little peanut brain, their decalcified brain from drinking all that damn fluoride water, could see that you're not going to get away with that. It's just not going to happen. Nobody gets away with treating nations the way America has treated the nation of Israel. You know, it just doesn't work like that, okay? Life doesn't work like that. The world doesn't work like that. And most importantly, the Most High is not going to allow you to just continue with your reign of terror, man. You've destroyed the whole earth, and you're continuing to destroy the whole earth. You're a cancer. You have to be wiped off the earth, man. Nobody likes you, man. The only reason people deal with you is because you're still in power, really, whether you realize it or not. And you base so-called white people. You base Edomites that work a regular job and are not really controlling the financial system. This is still your kingdom. In Rome, you had Caesar, okay, who was a so-called white man, Julius Caesar. You had Alexander the Great in the Greek Empire. You had other so-called white rulers in other empires, and then you had base other so-called white people amongst that kingdom. Was it still not their kingdom, even though they wasn't at the top of the top? Because you'll have Edomites come up and say, well, I'm not controlling with the fluoride in the water. I'm not controlling the chemtrails in the air. I don't own a central bank. Yeah, but your nation does. Your nation is in rulership. The Israelites were enslaved in Rome, okay? Yeah, you had poor so-called white people in Rome, but that was still their kingdom. That has nothing to do with our nation being in subjection to your nation and coming out of subjection into rulership. So you can't use that card. But what this man wants to do is he wants to bring this false flag. That's why this test is happening, man. You know, they're setting up something major, something big, and getting the people's minds prepared for something to come so everything can work out the way they want it to work out. And they're going to blame us, the Hebrew Israelites, like they always do and they've continued to do. On a low level, they're going to do it on a major level now, because you see it with this whole black extremist movement and all this extremist groups calling us hate groups, and the black Hebrew Israelite cult, which we're not black Hebrew Israelites. We represent the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel with different shades of brown. And a lot of us all have confusion of face. Some of us may look Chinese. Some of us may look like a so-called white man through slavery. But as long as your lineage goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, you're good. You're a Hebrew Israelite. But you got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. But yeah, man, they're going to use this false flag that they're going to bring very soon, that the Lord is going to allow them to bring, and try to blame it on extremist groups. And then we're going to fall right under that because we tell the truth. We give the truth. And when you tell the truth, you become an enemy of the state. You become an enemy of Esau, because Esau is a liar from the beginning. You know, when Cain killed his brother Abel, he lied about it, man. Try to act like he didn't know what the deal was, you know. He was a liar from the beginning, so he hates the truth. Let me get that scripture. I'm going to go to the book of Galatians chapter 4, verse 16, and it reads, therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. Yeah, every man or woman that's calling themselves a Hebrew Israelite is going to become the enemy of America, especially when this false flag happens. And you see it on a lower level when we're out on the highways and byways teaching, and these people scoff at us. Really, if we was back in the ancient times, they would stone us, man. You know, they don't want to hear the truth. So when we get demonized, they're going to be right along. They're going to be right with it. They're going to be for it, because they don't want us to be in rulership, man. They know us being in rulership means they got to be in slavery, you know. So all these Israelite groups that sold out and not really doing what they're supposed to be doing, you're going to be demonized also. So you've done it for naught, man. And the scriptures tell us that they're going to throw us in prisons, man. Some of us are going to be cast into prisons. The elders of Great Millstone has told us that when 9/11 happened, which was the first major false flag ever in America besides Pearl Harbor, when 9/11 happened, a lot of people accused them of having something to do with 9/11. Why? Because they the Hebrew Israelites. They speak the truth about their nation rising up and America being brought down by the Most High. And it's nothing new under the sun is going to happen again, but on a major, major level. And that's when brothers' faith are going to be tested, man. So I'm going to get that in the book of Revelation, and I'm going to end it all after that. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which is a completion of days. Be thou," that could be months, that could be weeks, we don't know. "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Yeah, man. So the so-called white man wants to bring this new world order and this whole presidential test alert system that he's going to, do today by sending everybody a text. Is basically preparing people for the real alert when this next false flag happens, man. That's going to change your way of living, change your way of life, man. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. And I want to say Shalom.